I think I just started without my reading glasses anywhere around, and I also don't have tea. So it's been a crazy morning. I almost didn't come in or almost didn't do the show because last night my neck was in a lot of pain and I could barely move this morning. So I made it here, and that's what's important because, like I said, cringe or not, I'm coming here every morning to show up for myself, show up for the practice of talking to a camera, and I'm showing up because it's fun to pull tarot with my my audience, and I hope that I will have some insights for you today. If you felt like you should click on this today, then here I am. This message is for you. I am going to look at a text I got from a friend who had some questions, and we'll see which the she had a bunch of questions, and I've gone through all of them except for this last one. Mm, okay. It's interesting because I actually don't remember which one, um, which one we're on, which one we left out, but the one that feels like the question that I feel most aligned with today is this one. And even if we've done it before, we won't get the same reading, so it'll be different. And that question is, what lesson is life trying to teach me through what feels uncertain right now? Okay, I'll read that again. What lesson is life trying to teach me through what feels uncertain right now? I'm going to tell you, last night I had this dream. For me, tell me if you guys can relate. Most of my dreams, when I'm experiencing them, there is something that I want or something that I'm moving towards or I'm looking for. And usually my dream is there are just distractions and impediments, and I never get to the point in the dream where the thing that I want actually happens. It just fades away. And I think that's pretty common in a dream for somebody for it to just dissipate or you're on to the next thing. But there is a definite theme in my dreams where I don't I don't ever get to the place. Like I don't ever get to the place I'm supposed to be going to, or I can't find the thing that I'm looking for. Last night, I had this dream that we were moving into an apartment and we had all this family around to help clean up and things like that. But as soon as we were in this space, building, apartment, house. I don't really quite know where we were or why we were there. And they all showed up, but then when I needed them, they were all off doing their own things. And then I was thinking, well, this place isn't great, but maybe it has a great lighting for me to take photographs. And I walked around, and as I walked into each room that I thought had great lighting, I saw the window, and the window was either one of those teeny tiny basement windows up along the top wall, or it was a window and it was completely obscured by like trees and things. And so as I was walking around, I just couldn't I kept thinking, okay, maybe this will be good about this place. Maybe this will be good about this place. And then the thing that I thought ended up not being real and not actually producing it wasn't as cool as I thought. So I don't know. I feel like that's a theme. And so I'm personally asking the question, what lesson is that trying to teach me right now? Like what feels uncertain? Why is it that I keep searching and not finding? And maybe I am searching, but maybe I'm finding something that I don't recognize as the thing that I'm searching for. and I'm ignoring the thing that really is the the good part about this thing. Like maybe I'm ignoring the quote unquote blessing of whatever it is because I'm looking in the wrong direction. Who knows? Something I'm going to ask today. So I'm going to get quiet and we're going to shuffle the cards. So, what lesson is life trying to teach me? And the answer is kind of in the question, right? Like, what's uncertain right now? And the thing that's uncertain, what is life trying to teach me about that thing that's uncertain? Okay. One more shuffle. And then cut the deck there. One, and then one more time. I'm using the Star Maiden Tarot. Okay, so for present moment, I have Knight of Pentacles. And for past or roots, I have 10 of Pentacles. And then for next steps, I have Moon. Okay. This should be interesting. I don't have my reading glasses with me, but I'm going to do my best to read it from here. So, Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is loyal and dependable. His connection to Taurus is represented by the bull. He always gets the job done and sticks with something until he sees it through. He is a planner and always keeps his promises. The Knight of Pentacles can represent routines and repetition, and if you stick to them, reaching your reaching your goals. Is this like written wrong? Okay. Okay, I see how they worded it now. I mean, it's not the best sentence, but the Knight of Pentacles can represent routines and repetitions, and if you stick to them, reaching your goals. You may work slowly, but gradual progress is still progress, and you will reach all of your goals. Interesting, because I was just talking about how in my dreams I don't reach my goals. I wonder if it's maybe because I'm not sticking to things. And maybe I don't see the fruits of my labor, and so I think, "Oh, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Maybe I should do something else instead." So, that might be a suggestion for me that I could consider, and if this is your question, maybe you see the answer in there for yourself. I think it's interesting too because he's not in a place that's very it looks rather barren and rather rugged terrain. He doesn't look like he's in a beautiful place. He's just out there kind of in the wilderness, but he's sticking to things. All right. 10 of Pentacles. Now, this is our legacy card. This can help us remember. See, there's an old man. Often there's an old man. It's like a grandfather figure. And he seems to be taking care of someone in his family. Now, this is the card that goes right before Knight of no, it doesn't. It doesn't go right before Knight of Pentacles. It's pretty close. Page of Pentacles goes before that. And then 10 of Pentacles. It indicates an accomplishment or a completion of a project. It has secured a foundation that will sustain you in your future. You are also in a position to share this security with your loved ones. You are overflowing with abundance, and it is flowing into the lives of those around you, allowing them to shine with you. So this is our roots card. So something to consider. Often I think, like when I had a dream like that today, I felt like maybe the message was for me to realize that I have helpers all around me and I have all sorts of abundance all around me, but maybe I'm not seeing it because I keep looking for the next thing, looking for what's around me, when maybe what I need is right here. And I just have to use what I have right here with me and to not keep checking the souffle in the oven, so to speak. Like I have to stop opening the oven door to see what's working. Maybe what I'm doing is plenty. See, the problem is yesterday I had a time, a friend of mine was looking at some of my old videos. We were looking at some of my old videos together, the ones I did about tea. I made them a few years ago before I started my this channel and before I started the job where I work now. And at the time we lived in this house that had great light. That's why I was looking for light to take photos in this dream apartment. And the lighting was beautiful. I I think I must have been 10 or 15 pounds lighter than I am now. I I've like everything was beautiful and I was making something beautiful and I was so at the time I didn't think it was that great, but looking back now, I'm pretty impressed with what I did as a one person camera operator and I was making all the videos. I was producing them all myself and I was editing them all myself and I realized, wow, I look great. And then I was showing her some of these tea and tell videos, and sometimes the sound was crappy. Sometimes I look puffy in the morning because I'm shooting them at 7 in the morning. And sometimes just all sorts of technical things were going wrong in a lot of the videos. And, when I do these videos, I'm just showing up. I'm just bringing myself. I'm not putting on a lot of makeup other than what I would be wearing for the day. I'm not trying to make it a production. And my husband was trying to explain this to me last night. He's like, "What you're doing now, you're doing something very different. What you were doing before was a production. You're not really doing like a big production. You're just this is an exercise. It's a routine. It's a practice. It's a what's the word I want? It's like a ritual. So I'm doing a ritual here and I don't and so I was comparing the production I had done 4 years ago in a house with great lighting, great natural lighting, to the production that I'm doing now, which is not really a production. It's just simply a daily practice. And I was getting really down on myself. So this is a good reminder for me. I don't know about for you, but for me, it's it's a reminder to keep working on improving the lighting. I've now asked for a better microphone for Christmas and just keep moving forward and just keep doing the thing and let's just see. Remember, those are the magic words I like to live by is let's just see. And the thing is, I'm here every day sharing this stuff with you mostly because it's good for me. If I'm teaching it in a way or sharing it with someone else, then with any luck, I will internalize it as well and live by those principles. But it's always a good reminder, and I can see how I'm not doing those things. And a dream like last night lets me know that I do have people around me. I have a wonderful life. I'm not, there's a legacy of people who love and care about me all around. And I'm not seeing them. And maybe I'm not engaging with them enough, or maybe I'm not receiving what's already been given. How often are we not receiving what's already been given? That's a question. Finally, next steps, the moon. I know sometimes people think this is a bad card. I always think, the moon is beautiful. What is there not to love? But it represents something for some people, and I will read what it represents. But remember, it can represent anything you want for you. The moon in the full the the moon in the night sky, full and bright, represents intuition, dreams, and subconscious. Ooh, interesting. We were just talking about that. Big surprise. The moon illuminates aspects of a situation or problem that have not been looked at yet. It can bring about suppressed emotions that haven't yet been healed. The moon signifies a time to dive deep within and follow your intuition. Okay. So, what does that mean to you? For me, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be serious about really, really, truly looking at what I've already been given. What am I not receiving that I've already been given? And I imagine most of us, if we're feeling want or lack, mostly it's a situation that we are not receiving what's already here, what's already been given. And receiving, Joe Dispenza says that the highest or the most sincere, I don't remember how he explained it. The best state of receivership is through gratitude. So it's a practice in gratitude. Now, that can get dicey for me. Sometimes gratitude is a double edged sword. I've talked about it before. So sometimes for me, gratitude feels like if I'm grateful for the shower I'm taking, then I feel bad for all the people who don't have showers. So I can take a leaf out of Abraham Hicks' book and switch that into more of an appreciation kind of vibration or emotion. So if I'm appreciating the shower just means like you're joyfully enjoying the shower. And joy, I've also heard, is the highest form of gratitude. So joy in the thing that you've already received, that's fully receiving that thing. So that's something that I'm going to do because sometimes gratitude scares me. Like scare is the wrong kind of word, but there's an unsettling feeling in gratitude sometimes because often the backside of gratitude is what I wouldn't have had otherwise, or the backside of gratitude is everyone else's suffering, which of course we want to be mindful of. But as we're learning to receive and learning to live our best lives, we're it's hard to serve or gain enough abundance for sharing. It can be difficult to be in the flow of things if we're feeling lack. And so sometimes gratitude, like that backside of gratitude is lack. So it's not until we really embrace the abundance that we become like it's easier to give when you're more abundant. Now, I'm not saying at all that you shouldn't give. Like there's always room for giving at every stage of abundance because it helps you realize how abundant you are when you see that other people have less. One of the things that I love about Rich Dad Poor Dad is he talks about giving 10% to charity, like 10% to, I think, savings and 10% to a charity all the time. Even when you only have like $10, $1 should go to charity. I think that's a great rule to live by. 10% is a really easy amount. And interestingly enough, like 10 of Pentacles um, is 10. So tithing is 10%, right? Tithing is something that a lot of churches live by. And tithing is a really interesting principle because it helps you learn that you're abundant at each stage. So whether you have a dollar or 10 cents or $100 million, 10% is not so significant that it leaves you it still leaves you with a lot. And And it allows, I think what the most important part of tithing it is that it allows you to realize you're in the flow, and as you give, it allows you to trust that you'll receive more as you give. So, those things, this is just reminding me that I probably am not receiving what I've already been given as much. And to maybe look again at some kind of principle of giving, like what can I give and what can I give to allow that flow to happen? There's another thing too, another principle that I try to teach my kids. When you're not feeling love, it's like you have this jam in the pipeline, right? But once you so like if you're wanting some like if you're wanting love from upstream somewhere and you've got this clog, so we're going to switch. All right, so I was talking pipes, now we're talking rivers cuz upstream. So let's say if you're wanting love from up here, from God or from the universe or from people around you, if you want love, but you've got a big jam of rocks and silt down here at the bottom, that flow it's not gonna flow. It's gonna be there, but then it's gonna sort of stagnate. It's not gonna be great. So once you kinda open that, you clear out some of that debris, then the water can flow. So it's like that with love. If you can if you're wanting love, if you're needing love, what can you love? Because once you love vibrationally, you open yourself up to more love. So you could love anything. You could love a teacup. You could love a puppy. You could love whatever it is. You could love your family. But when you open up your valve, okay, now back to pipes. If you open up your valve down here, then the love can flow through. But if you're just like, please, I need love, please, I need love, um, and you're not loving anything, it's a lot harder for that to flow. And maybe it's true with abundance too. I mean, we pulled pentacles. So pentacles often can signify they look like coins. So or often they look like coins. Sometimes they look like seeds or something else. But whoa, what was that? Oh, I was leaning on something. Okay. Leaning on my keyboard. And so let's see. Go back. Whoops. All right. I'll go back to that. So these are like coins. So maybe for me, I had some questions about abundance and flow, and I think I got my answer. I'm going to take a look again at what can I give as a way to open the floodgates more and allow more flow. All right. So, thank you for joining in. Those were my answers for me. I would love to see what those things meant for you. Like what did you see in the cards that I didn't see? And that's why it would be really fun. If you subscribe, you'll be notified when I go live, and then you can put in the chat that you want to join in, and then I could read your cards for you. And we'll have a more, it's, when I read these cards for you, you sort of have to do the looking yourself. But if you come on the show, I can read them for you and we can be enlightened together. Thanks so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And remember to look for the thing that what is it that you are what is it that you are not receiving that you've already been given? Okay, I'll leave that with you. Have a wonderful time and I'll learn how to stick the landing on these soon. Okay.